Hi there, Mr. Evans here. This video is going to make some distinctions between cash flow and profit. I have covered this, I believe, in a previous video, but I just want to make sure that we go over it again because it's really important to understand the difference between cash flow and profit, and it's an area that students can often make mistakes in. You can see here that they mention cash flow and profits quite a lot. Really important that you understand the difference between them. Actually, in the specification, in the early part of this, they say you need to understand the difference between cash flow and profit. So profit is the excess amount of money made by a business when its total revenue from selling goods exceeds the total costs that were incurred in selling those products. Whereas cash flow is the movement of money into and out of a business over a period of time. So, cash, as we understand it in business, is on hand or in the bank. It's basically there and it's ready to spend. Whereas profit is just recorded on paper. It's receipts from sales and it's the costs that you've incurred, the invoices that you've paid off. So profit is recorded on paper. It may have been turned into cash. You may have collected those monies from your sales, but you might not have yet. Cash is essential for the short-term survival of a business, while profit is going to be important for long-term survival. Businesses can survive in the short term without making any profit, but that wouldn't. They could even survive in the long term without making any profit if someone was prepared to bankroll them. In other words, if a business is losing money and they kept on investing, it could in theory happen, but most businesses will need to make a profit for them to survive in the long term. A business with cash can pay its debts, whereas a profitable business can run out of cash. That is possible. Well, why might that happen? What would a profitable but cash poor business look like? Potentially a business that's holding a lot of stock. So, they've made a profit, and maybe they've retained some profit last year, but they've spent that on buying up raw materials, and they've got loads of goods that they can't sell. That would create potentially a cash flow problem for a business. A business that has to pay its suppliers up front, okay, so if it's got loads of stock and it can't get any trade credit, then that business is likely to have spent a lot of cash and potentially cash difficulties, particularly if they also offer credit to customers. So if you're not getting credit from your suppliers, in other words, you have to pay up front for raw materials, and you're giving customers your product, but you're allowing them to pay 60, 90 days later, then you're going to have potentially some issues there. Maybe all of the profits have been used to pay shareholders dividends or have been used to pay off debt. So it looks like you made a profit on paper last year, but actually all of that money is gone. It's been given away to the owners of the business, or it's been used to pay off debt. Maybe that business has purchased a large asset, so it bought a factory or something like that. Now, that factory on the profit and loss account would be recorded, the outflow of money would be recorded over the lifespan of the factory, so say 10 or 20 years. But actually, in reality, the cash would have left the organisation's bank account up front. So, although it looks like the cost of the asset is quite low year by year, because it's divided over the lifetime of the assets on paper, actually in reality the cash has left the business's bank account. So businesses can be profitable but actually run out of cash, and that's a real distinction between cash flow and profits.